Hello friends, welcome to Tackle, and in this video we are going to see about the React.js basic concepts, which includes what is React.js. Then we will create React.js application and we'll go through the structure of React.js, and after that we will learn about the lifecycle methods of the each component of the React.js. So, without even wasting our much time, let's begin. Let me first guide you with the official documentation of React.js, which is reactjs.org. So, there are some terms mentioned here. It says React.js is declarative. Everything in React is all about states. We have to declare states and we have to maintain those states. So we are declaring and we are using. We are declaring and we are using. That is why React.js is called as declarative. So let's read this out. React makes it painless to create interactive UIs. Design simple views for each state in your application, and React will efficiently update and render just the right components when your data changes. So we have to declare something. It could be either state or component, and everything will be taken care of by the React internal mechanism. So we just have to declare and we just have to make use and make some updation so that it will be impacted over there. Now React is all about the component based. In React, everything is, let's say, a component. Let me give you some example of it, that we are going to make one student registration application. So for that, two things we will require. The first thing is one form which is used to register student details. So let's say that student A has registered himself on the application. Now student B will come, and likewise n numbers of students will come and will register themselves through that form. So that form will be one component. Now we sometimes we require to have a list of all the student details. So we will create one grid, or we will create one table where student details would be stored. So that table or that grid view is another component. So everything in React is all about the component. We just have to create component and we have to use them. And unlike the pure JavaScript where entire DOM elements will get refreshed each time we will refresh our page, here only the required component will be changed and not the entire DOM. So it makes our application runs faster and it takes less time. Now it says learn once, write anywhere. We don't make assumptions about the rest of your technology stack, so you can develop new features in React without rewriting existing code. So let's say we have created one component and that component is going to be used in 10 application. So here, instead of writing that same component again and again, we just have to create it and we can make use of that component each time we require. Now let's create React.js application first. So for that, npx create React app and application name. Now there are some naming conventions while you create application of React. So those naming convention includes that no capital letter will be allowed in the React application, then no hyphen will be there in the React.js application. So let's keep it like this. Everything will be in small letters. So I'm creating app 1, or let's say demo app. This is my application name. Now here we have made use of npx. This is not some typo that it should have npm. Npx is used. So npx is one extension tool to npm which is used to create a React application. It has other applications too, but for now we are just using it to create a React application. It might take some time to create entire React application, because it will install React, then React DOM, React scripts with CRA templates. So all these packages will be automatically installed whenever we create React application. Otherwise what will happen, that we need to create app and then we need to manually install all these packages. But when we use this command, everything will be installed automatically. We can see installing template dependencies using npm. Okay, so I think our application has been created. Let me check. Demo app. Yeah, demo app. cd demo app. Okay. Now let's first go through the structure of this application. So first of all, we will have package.json file where this things has been mentioned. Okay, so the name of the application, we can change this name as per our requirement. The version of the application, then this application is private or not. Then dependencies. Dependencies is like packages that are going to be used in our React application. So this much packages we will require or must have in React.js application. Then these are some scripts which is used to build and to start the React application. So to build the application, now we just need to write npm build. So what it will do, npm build will actually run this command and it will build our application. Likewise, if we type npm start, then this React scripts start command will be run and the application will be started. Then test and eject is there. Then likewise these two things, let's not look into this right now. So package.json is the like some compact file. It is one compact file which mentions everything that this application puzzles, like what are the packages, how the application would be run and built, then in prod and in dev how it will react actually. So everything has been mentioned in this package.json file. Now let's have a look to package.json file. So package log is, I think, is not that much consumable, so let's not have a look to it, because in package log every packages has been mentioned in details with version and everything. So in package.json we have dependencies, right? That for React this much dependencies are there. In package.json file every packages with what version they are, so everything has been mentioned in detail. Now from where these packages name are coming? So these packages name are coming from the node modules. In the node modules we can see these are the list of packages that or you can say these are the list of modules that it has, this application has, right? And each are mentioned in this package log.json file in details with version and everything, right? This is the readme file. So if you are new to React, then the first step you should do is just go through the readme file, create an application and go through readme file. So what it says is, in the project you can run the project using npm start. So whenever we fire this command npm start, okay, let's do it, npm start. So whenever we do this, now this application will start running on localhost with port number 3000. Likewise, if you want to test the application, npm test is there. Then if you want to build the application, npm build is there. If you want to eject the application, this thing is there. So you have to go through this readme file, and let me just explain this build one because it might help. Okay, so when we run this now, npm run build, it will generate one build folder over here. Now whenever we want to deploy our application, now we just need to deploy that build folder to our host, right? And our application will be deployed. So for that purpose build is there. So let's read this. npm run build builds the app for production to the build folder. It correctly bundles React in production mode and optimizes the build for the best performance. The build is minified and the file names include the hashes. Your app is ready to be deployed. So you just have to take that build file and that you have to host to whatever environment you want to host, and you are ready to go. So yeah, this is the like official title page of React.js. Okay, so from where these things are coming? So it is in the public and source. So in the public, all the assets would go, the file, the images that is going to be used in a React.js application would go in the public folder. Now in the source, this much things are there. The main entry point of the React.js application is index.js file. Now in the index.js, root is there, and in the root means the entire DOM is there, and in the root we are rendering this app component. Now what is this app component? Where does it come from? Just you have to press Control and click on this app, will redirect you to the app component. Now app component is nothing but it is one normal file which is app.js. So yeah, you have this component. Now over here, let's just not keep all these things. Let's keep it simple now. We are just printing hello world, and we can see hello world. Now let me make it a header. I'm putting it in h1 tag, so it will be reflected over here, right? So this is the app component. Now if you want to apply some CSS, so you can apply it from here by using the style attribute, and you can write like this. Color red. Okay, so the color is red now. Likewise, you want to apply some background color to it, you can apply it. Sorry, these are some very bright colors I'm applying, but I just want you to know that how we can now implement and how we can start coding with our components. So this is one way, inline CSS you can use, or you can just go to app.css file, and for that press Ctrl and click to the file name. It will redirect you to the file name, and over here we can put h1, and from there we can apply style to every h1 tag which will be there in our application. So yeah, this way we can implement our things, our logic, but that we'll see step by step. But for now, for you, it is very important to understand the structure of the React.js application. Now there is one more thing I want to implement over here is, like, we have app.js file, right? Likewise, I'm creating app1.js file. Let me create one new file, app1.js file. Let me copy the entire code from here because I don't want to write it over here and to make this video too large. Yeah, let me keep color of it as green. This is the app1 component. In our entry point, which is index.js, I'll just call app1. So whenever I write app1 and I press enter now, the component will be automatically imported. Now in index.js we have two components, app is there and app1 is there. So app is there and app1 is there, right? Now I am making changes to app.js file. Let me put color as a black one. So only this first component, which is app.js, only that component will be affected and not the app1 component. Only app component will be affected and not the entire root, right? See, over here we have rendered everything in the root. We have app, we have app1, but not the root, but the specific component will be affected. So what is the main benefit of using React.js is that it speeds up the performance of user interaction, right? User doesn't need to wait until the entire page gets loaded. So this is the main benefit of using React.js over pure JavaScript. That in pure JavaScript and HTML the entire page will be loaded, right? But here just the part of it will be loaded and your application will be ready.